Boom, baby. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. This is five-star Booker. So I'm in GM mode, as you see here. GM mode, as my Chrome window is going nuts. I have selected just WCW. Hey, Dr. Liam. Hello. I see Matt Foster as well. A lot of lovely folks on YouTube are here. So I'm not going to make this too hard on myself because I am streaming as I am playing. Want to be entertaining as well as fun. Hey, Yankee Hawk. Appreciate it. I'm going to 24 wrestlers. And I'll do standard mode. Any divisions. And since we only got an hour and a half, I'm going to go 16 shows. One player. WCW. 1997, the WCW Syndicate booking on Channel Surge. So that's what we're doing. But I get access, I believe, to every year of WCW's roster. Thank you, Canton Maller on YouTube for the birthday wishes. My promotion's name will be World Championship Wrestling. My show name will be Creamy Pants Fun. Creamy Pants Fun will be the name of my weekly show every week on TV. All right, so who do I want first? Keep in mind, I got to keep it within $420, and I got 24 picks. Keep in mind, the names in yellow, I believe, do have an advantage. If Andy is here, I don't know if Andy's here or not, but Andy might explain it more. I'm going to pick, for my first pick, I will pick Sting. All right, WCW 2000. Get draw from next. Paisley is the most valued member of the roster here at $32. I believe the guy who always comments on my videos about how I'm way too harsh on Paisley. And the artist formerly known as Prince IK, I think he's the one who went on Cage Match and rated her high. Jim Jones, you're not bothering. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I have to go Ric Flair because we're doing a WCW deal. WCW 1990 next. Susan Sexton. Wow. The ladies are doing very well in Cage Match. I go Vader. All right. Up next, WCW 1998. Who do I want? Hey, Zach. Hello. I'm booking my guys out. Let's go Ray. WCW 1989. I want to see something here real quick. See if somebody. I don't think that's the Cajun Predator. Don't apologize for being late. I'm glad to have you here, FFA. All right, I'm going to pick. I need a tag team. Do you know what? I want to pick Ricky Steamboat. WCW 1999. Hold on. We need a star. I'm going to pick the Gambler. WCW 1993. The Gambler was not on that roster. Why are the Cole Twins so expensive? Keith Cole, are you going on Cage Match and rating yourself high? By the way, if you don't know, five-star Booker, all the statistics are based off of Cage Match information. So if these are based on Cage Match ratings. Yes, we're going to do the team of Conan, Chris Walker, and Van Hammer. WCW 1999. Yeah, I've been going about this wrong. I've been picking the stars. I don't want to pick the stars. I want to pick these fellas down here. Let's see. Who do we want next? Kenny Chaos and Prince Ikea. What a team. All right, who do we got now? WCW 1997. Mike Tolbert. He sucks. WCW 1990. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think. And here we go, baby. T.A. McCoy. He was a longtime enhancement guy for both big American companies. WCW 2000. I do not want Corporal Cajun. Shout out Lash LaRue. Let's see. I want Mark Madden. Oh, I'm gonna check to see how much the ding dongs are here in a second. If they pop up again, don't just you wait, Dr. Liam. Again, screen's going a little nuts. So, WCW 1988. Let's go. These guys are too good. Is Joey Maggs in here by himself? Jumping Joey Maggs. Nope, just with the team. I do not want him as a team. Masked Maniac. Is that Ted Arcidi? Not Ted Arcidi. Dude from Learning the Ropes. Is that his character? It has to be. I know you know Dr. Liam. Suzanne might know too. Curtis Thompson. Lyle Zato. But was that his gimmick name on the show? Masked Maniac. Yes, it was. Okay. All right, we're picking the Masked Maniac. All right. WCW 1995. Again, we're not staying at the top. I booked a couple stars, but now we need... oh, goodness. I think I could get Joey Maggs out of this roster. Let me check. We still need to book 12 more wrestlers. Yes, Joey Maggs, baby. Joey Maggs is here. Joey Maggs is not on the 2000 roster, unfortunately. Wait, but you know who might be? My pal Cecil Nix was streaming some 5-star booker earlier, and it gave me an idea. Yes, he is. Mancow. Mancow is here. 2001. Yeah, Masked Maniac was Frank Goodman. He's now a Disney World schemer. What? Stars and Stripes? There's no way. I think that was a goof up. There's no way that Stars and Stripes was in 2001 WCW. That seems unfair, but I'm going to pick 3-Count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons all as one tag team. All right, WCW 1999. Let's see here. Oh, gosh. I don't want to pick a... Horace Hogan. He's naked. I was going to say, Patriot wasn't even wrestling by 2001. Let's scroll down past these over people. It's tempting. I almost booked Vince Russo to wrestle. The dog. We got to get the dog in there. Hey, Brian. Hello. Hope you're doing well. I saw you guys probably got maybe some good news today. I saw it in Marla's story. Congrats, hopefully. Fingers crossed. WCW 1991. Desperados, why don't you come to your senses? Oh, Tommy Angel, will you be mine? My jobber dear, losing all the time. All right. Let's book. Oh shit, Russian Brute. We gotta pick Russian Brute. That would be awesome, Brian. Fingers are crossed. Let's all send good vibes to Brian. Let's see. Look, half the mid card is $2. 2001 WCW. Total package is $3. Like, most of this entire roster is insanely cheap. Let's pick Goldberg, but he has to be Dwayne Bruce's partner. Can I sing the new WWE themes? No, because my mouth does not do AI. Back to 1991. Let's see here. Up El Santo, Larry Santo. Reminds me, I want to do a. I get a little when I actually have like money to do such a thing. I want to pay a graphic artist to re uh, illustrate all the El Santo movie posters, but draw Larry Santo on them. Let's see. As I hiccup. Disorderly conduct is tempting. Frog and Rave. I like PG-13. Pops. Let's go Pops. We gotta go Pops. It did say Dustin Rhodes and the Nasty Boys as a team. I have. We need two more people, and I have $213 left. WCW 1997. Top Gun means that Fidel Sierra is also listed here. Oh shit. I think we do need to get the Southern Posse. All right. One more pick. WCW 2000. Shoot. We gotta go. Oh, there we go. Ralphus. All right. So this is our roster we're starting off with. Like 5 stars and then everybody else. Ricky Steamboat, Van Vader, Ric Flair, Sting, Rey Mysterio, Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg, Chris Walker, Conan Chris Walker from Global and Van Hammer, The Masked Maniac from Learning the Ropes, Super Chat Baby, thank you Chai. Yes, this is the World War III of wrestling promotions. Man Cow, The Dog, 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons, Horace Hogan, Joey Maggs, Kenny Chaos and Prince Iaukea, Larry Santo, Mark Madden, Mike Tolbert, Pops, Ralphus, the Southern Posse, the Cajun Predator, the Gambler, the Russian Brute, and Tommy Angel. Let's lock them down and have our very first episode of Creamy Pants Fun. We are rebooting WCW. We have 5 guys in one tag team. Who was Pops? Pops was Hugh Morris's dad. I need to do a short about him. He was an actor they hired for those Ric Flair skits in the insane asylum. They just kept him around to be Hugh Morris's dad. All right, Ricky Steamboat's our world champion. Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg are the world tag team champions. Vader's the TV champion, and Ric Flair is the open weight champion. We don't need a freaking open weight champion. We need a United States champion. Or just United States, probably. We need a TV champion, television champion. All right, so we're going to do. Hey, Cecil. I say so. You can't make a person their own specific title, I don't think, but you can definitely give them like infinite title matches. Cecil just did a really good 5-star Booker stream over on his channel. If you're on Twitch, go ahead and click his name and follow him. Let's go backwards. Let's book backwards from the main event. We need, who's my world champion? Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat needs a good heel to wrestle for the world title in my main event. Why won't it let me? Anyway, Ricky Steamboat against the Russian Brute for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gambler was, think, $2? Oh, I got you. You can make a person the title. Yes, I should have done that. Russian Brute is the new world champion. We are getting rid of all these stars, by the way. Semi-main event. 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will wrestle Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg for the tag team championships. And since it is 6-on-2, the new champions will be 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons. Also, it will be a last rights. It'll be a last rights match. I forget what a last rights match even is. Anyway, Big Van Vader against the Cajun Predator. No, I don't want to do stipulations, but I do. Wait, oh, I don't need a television title. They already had a television title. I need to get rid of that. I'm going to retire it. That might be the casket match from TNA, yes. All right, so let's go back down here. Big Van Vader and the Cajun Predator for the television championship. Cajun Predator wins. Yeah. And then Mancow against Horse Hogan for the love of Hulk Hogan. No, I have an idea for the U.S. title. That was the Fire Russo match in TNA was the last rates. I'm gonna put Mancow over, but it is going to be by count out. And then the opening match, I want to do a scramble. It'll be Ric Flair against Ralphus against Pops, who is an actor and not a wrestler, against the Masked Maniac. Yeah, baby. Horse Hogan, as we learned. Oh, shit. Nope. We got to get him back. Shit. Masked Maniac. Against the Gambler. We're going to have representation from the Gambler. Against El Santo. All right. Our main event, by the way, is going to be Russian Brute and Ricky Steamboat. It's going to be set up by an open challenge. I don't have any power cards. So yes. Let's see. I want to let me run the show. Oh, I got to pick a winner in the scramble. It'll be for the open weight title, and Pops will win. Let's run the show. What? But not scorecard against draft roster. That is not good. Andy, are you here? Hey, RGT85. I'm going to try my hardest to push him. Why do I not have... not scorecard against draft roster? Why can't I? Oh, gosh. Is it not going to let me do it? That's not good. Do I have to switch who goes over in that match? Yeah, my roster sucks too much. Fuck. Do I have to book? I'm gonna get rid of the Gambler and put in Sting. See if that does anything. Not scorecard. Why? Why can't I? Do I have to get rid of my stipulation? There we go. That's why I did a gimmick on top of a gimmick. 31. I've never scored below an 80. So it did a 0.98 on cable. 8.8 thousand fans. Almost 9,000 fans showed up. They did not react to the show. It did not have buzz on social media. I needed to hit a 75 to crowd reaction to get that card. 88,000 fans accidentally showed up. And nobody said they paid. 4 new matchups. I just started running this promotion. How do I have a match that is already out of date? Anyway, new world champion Russian Brute, new TV champion Cajun Predator. Pops is the open weight title or open weight champion, and Masked Maniac is injured. All right, let's continue to week 2. Hot rivalries: Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg against 6 wrestlers. Horse Hogan against Mancow is a hot feud, as is Ricky Steamboat and Russian Brute and Cajun Predator and Vader. All right. Here's what I would like to do. We're going to start a tournament. All right, sorry. Also, shout out to Pizza Mike for the follow on Twitch. I thought I had my Twitch alert notification popping up, but I guess I don't. So, all right. Where am I going? Sorry, I'm wanting to make sure I can see my Twitch folks. Let's go Continental Cup. I have to do men. Ralphus is in it. Pops is in it. Larry Santo is in it. I think 7 Foot Goth might be in. Tommy Angel's in it. Dog is in it. Horse is in it. Mancow, Gambler, Mike Tolbert, Cajun Predator, Mark Madden, Joey Maggs. World Champion doesn't need to be in it. Ricky Steamboat, Rey Mysterio, Vader, and Ric Flair. All right. We're gonna book a couple of these matches. Let's do Cajun Predator and Ric Flair for this show, and Mark Madden against Mancow. All right, Cajun Predator is winning, definitely, and Mancow is beating Mark Madden. The winner of the tournament is going to be the new U.S. champion, by the way. Main event, we got. Let's see. Why is it not showing me any? Sorry, I had a bunch of old alerts that were showing up. Let's see. The main event, we got to push the tag teams. Chris Walker and Van Hammer are going to wrestle the tag team champions for the tag titles in the main event. Loser gets shot through the lungs match. We need to get Andy to put that in here. Let's see. We had a hype train. By the way, thank you, Suzanimal. Thank you, Cecil. And thank you, Dr. Liam, for upping them subs. But this will be a tag team title match. And once again, due to sheer numbers, 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will keep the belts. Semi-main event. Ricky Steamboat's going to try to come back from his big loss against the Russian Brute last week. He will wrestle Pops for the... Nope, I thought Pops... That's right, Pops is not the champ. Pops is going to beat Ricky Steamboat, though. Ricky Steamboat's not doing well. Hey, Drew Bog. Let's see. Horace will wrestle... Tommy Angel. Nope. You know what? Horace is going to wrestle Sting. And Horace is going to win because Sting does not show up with a tan. So here's our show. We've got a tournament match and a TV title match. Cajun Predator against Ric Flair. Mancow against Mark Madden, also part of the Continental Cup. Sting against Horace Hogan in a Continental Cup tournament match. Chris Walker and Van Hammer against 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons for the tag team titles. That is our show. And to set up the main event, we are going to do a backstage attack. 2 men will attack 6. Ricky Steamboat didn't do anything. I'm just going to see how badly I can book a main event babyface. And here we go. Let's run it. Tournament. Okay, so tournament matches cannot be title matches. Okay. Sorry, Rick. All right. 33, but it says 32 down there. Oh, gosh. Mark Madden is injured after 1 match. All right. We did not get the main event hook. Sponsors were happy, at least. 5 fresh matches. The tag champs kept the belts. Let's see. Cajun Predator beat Ric Flair. Ric Flair got 2.5 stars out of him, or the other way around. Mark Madden strained his ego. Mancow and Mark Madden 1 star. It's the lowest rated match I've seen in this game. By far. Valvoline very happy with the show. Horace Hogan and Sting is 3 stars. That's too good for my promotion. Pops and Ricky Steamboat is 3.5 stars. Pops is killing it. And the main event, 6 on 2, 2 stars. Still the tag champs. Let's keep on rolling, baby. We need a hot opener. The room needs a reason to lean in, and we have to beat 65 points. All right. Let's see here. Let's form a stable. We're gonna have the Russian Brute, the Dog, Mancow, and Ric Flair. And their stable name will be House of Pain. Yeah, my locker room's falling apart. Yeah, so anyway, I think we might need to team a couple of these guys tonight. Let's see. We got to book a couple Continental Cup matches. Mike Tolbert, Larry Santos got to go on the show, and horse against the dog. All right, let's keep this going one time. All right, who's going to win our first Continental Cup match? Let's go Larry Santo. Larry needs the momentum. Horace Hogan and the dog. Gotta go Horace, man. Gotta go Horace. I think we need to rebuild him after last week. Taps, this is the wrong promotion for Rey Mysterio versus Ricky Steamboat. You know what? I'm going to team them up. I'm going to do a tag team match. Ricky Steamboat and Rey Mysterio against Mancow and the Russian Brute. And the winners will be Mancow and the Russian Brute. Oh, the tournament match. Shit, I do have to book that, don't I? Fuck. Well, they'll have a dispute at the end of that match. Anyway, let's see. Is this the main event? Semi-main. Semi-main will be Joey Max and Ralphus should be a team. Maybe in the future. Cajun Predator against the Big Van Vader. Rematch from a couple weeks ago. Cajun Predator keeps the belt, showing it's not a fluke. Main event. Pops against Kenny Chaos and Prince Iaukea in a handicap match. Let's see if it'll let me do a stip on top of it. Title versus mask. Neither of them have... Pops does not have a title or a mask, and neither do Iaukea, and we'll see how it works. See if it'll let me do it. Anyway, Pops is winning. He's getting the push. All right, let's see how this works out. All right, it did let me do it. Oh, worst show yet. It's a D. 26 points. All right. The opening match was... It says here quarter of a star, but down here is half a star. Clearly, we got conflicting reports. We drew 9,000 fans. We are building this company from the ground up. We will be taking over. Larry Santo defeated Mike Tolbert. Horace Hogan beat the dog. The Russian Brute and Mancow showing House of Pain supremacy. Hey, Andy. Hello. Yeah, so I think I figured out what I was screwing up earlier. I tried to do a stip match on top of a tag team match earlier, and it wasn't letting me go. But I figured it out. Cajun Predator, Big Van Vader, 3 stars. The tag match is 4. And then Pops, bullshit. Pops against Kenny Chaos and Prince Iaukea is only 1 star. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Tag team matches can be stip matches too, but not the biggest deal in the world. Don't. Grand spectacle, hell yeah. All right, let's see. Everyone in the locker room wants a fight tonight. Also, I still have earned no power cards. Dr. Tom Servo, thank you for the Prime sub. Let's see. What feuds should we blow off? We gotta book a couple tournament matches too. Fine, we'll do Steamboat and Ray as the opener. I want to do a draw so bad, but no. Rey Mysterio. Well, the reason why I don't have power cards is because I've not earned one yet. So it's not a problem. We do got to get Pops on this show. He's going to wrestle Joey Maggs, and as much as it breaks my heart, Pops has to win. He's getting the big push. Let's see. I papered the hell out of it. Invisible Church. Let's see. Then I can finish the round. That's true. I'll just finish the round now. Vader and the Gambler and Tommy Angel versus Ralphus will also be on the card. Big Van Vader against, let's see. Gambler's got to win. Shout out El Hijo de Gambler. Tommy Angel and Ralphus. We got to have an upset in the tournament somewhere. I think Tommy Angel's got to win. We got to have an upset. Not saying our office isn't going to get the big push, but we got to have an upset. The main event, Russian Brute, the World Heavyweight Champion. Hey, Chunky Code Monkey. I'm going to do a Battle Royal soon. I am absolutely going to do a Battle Royal. Russian Brute against Sting for the world title in a... Do we have a Russian chain match? I don't think we have a Russian chain match, but we do have a barbed wire match, and that is what the Russian Brute's going to win. And then let me go back up here. It will be set up by a contract signing, because that is what we will do for that. Where is the... There's a way to add a bonus match. I normally play this on my phone, so I know where everything is on the phone version. Bonus match. Bonus match. Add a bonus match right there. Right in front of me. Bonus match added. We are going to do a tag team title match. 3 count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons against Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg for the tag team titles. We got to give them the rematch. And it will be... Hell yeah, Andy. Thank you so much for your hard work on this game. Like, seriously, I love it so much. And I'm glad. Hopefully I can get some more eyes on it. Hopefully we can figure out some things. 6 versus 2 Texas Bull Rope match. And the winners will be... Hey, Rev Ray. Of course, the winners will be 3 count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons, because it would be stupid if 6 men could not beat 2. That is my logic for the entire booking stint I will have. All right. I think we're good on everything. Again, a quick rundown. Ray versus Ricky Steamboat. Ray and Ricky Steamboat. Pops defeats Joey Maggs in the tournament as well. Vader and the Gambler in the tournament. Gambler has to win. Tag team title bull rope match 6-on-2. Tommy Angel and Ralphus in the Continental Cup. And the Russian Brute defends his world title in a barbed wire match against Sting. Let's go. Oh, best show yet, 39, because we booked gimmick matches. 187,000 people bought this pay-per-view, and 8,000 fans attended. Cecil, I loved your celebrity tournament. Shout out to Kevin Federline, I believe, who won that. Crowd reaction 41. I did not have the main event hook. I needed 4 stars. It was 3 stars, though. My opener was one of the best matches of all time. Rey Mysterio defeated Ricky Steamboat in a 6.5-star match, followed by Pops defeating Joey Maggs in another Continental Cup match, which is a 0.5 star. And then the Gambler beat Vader. That was a good match. 3 count and Jamie Noble, the Young Dragons, 2.5 stars. Texas Bull Rope. I don't even know how that would look. Tommy Angel and Ralphus, again, another 0.5 star. The Russian Brute defeated Sting in the main event, 3 stars. Hell yeah. All right, and yeah, watchable show, nothing more. Middle of the card needs better matchups. So yeah, this would have been like a legit show of the year in like 1991, because you only needed 1 good match and a couple solid ones. Anyway, the draw for the quarterfinals of the tournament, I feel like, okay, it's Larry Santo against Horace Hogan. The Cajun Predator will be wrestling Mancow. The Gambler against Rey Mysterio Jr. And Tommy Angel against Pops. Let's go. Isn't there supposed to be a thing where I can hire people between weeks? I thought there was. Let's see. We're going to do some more tournament matches. We've got to spread it out to the next pay-per-view, though. I haven't had one pop up yet. We've done a whole month. I haven't had one opportunity to hire more people. And I have like $200 in budget to work with. I think my gimmick's going to be at the first show after every pay-per-view, we're going to do an open challenge for the world title. Russian Brute, the world champion, will wrestle Mike Tolbert. He's pissed off. This guy's coming in, bashing America. But Russian Brute will take him out because he is undefeatable. In the semi-main event, 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will wrestle Prince Iaukea and Kenny Chaos, who earned this shot by losing their last match. Be a tag team title match. And I will have 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons win because 6-on-1. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Josh, this is the best roster. Yeah, we got to book some more Continental Cup matches. Larry Santo and Horace Hogan has to be on the show. And we got to bump up some star power. Cajun Predator, Man-Cow. All right. Horace Hogan's got to win. I think we gotta give Horace Hogan big naked push. The thing with TEW is it's A, you have to pay for it, and B, it's way too involved. Way too involved for me and my ADHD. And then the second match in the Continental Cup for the night in the quarterfinals, the Cajun Predator will defeat Man-Cow. The next day, Man-Cow's going to go on his radio show and bitch about how the people of Louisiana are communists. All right, next up, we're going to do a battle royal on this show. Let's get everybody in. Let's see, we're going to get Ralphus in there. There we go. I'm going to do Sting, Ric Flair, Big Van Vader, Ray, Ricky Steamboat, Joey Maggs, Pops, Ralphus, the Southern Posse, the Masked Maniac, Gambler, the Dog. I've tapped out. So the winner will be, again, getting the big super push, Pops, once again. I cannot put a title on the line. That is totally fine with me. So, again, just checking open challenge for the main event. Horace and Larry Santo in the opener. Cajun Predator, Man-Cow. 2 Continental Cup matches in the quarterfinals. Then a battle royal, just because I like battle royals. Followed by 3 Count, Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons defending their tag team titles against Prince Iaukea and Kenny Chaos. Hey, Sriracha Jones. In the main event, the Russian Brute defends the World Heavyweight title against Mike Tolbert. Let's see how it goes. Didn't even get 20 points, though it does say down here I got 20. I lost by 54.9 points. That title match the title match sucked so bad that the game put that title match did not deliver twice in the notes. All right, the 19 is an equal to, okay. And the 19 is, I've had that issue a couple times in the game in GM mode where the score up here and the score down there are completely different. Cajun Predator is gaining momentum, so I'll ignore that note about the title match. Best match on the show is the Battle Royal. It's not a rounding error. I had one where it was like the score of the show at top was like 93, and the score of the show at the bottom was like 87. That one I specifically remember from one of the ones I was playing on my phone. So Cajun Predator advances. He got momentum, baby, heading into the semifinals. Pops wins the Battle Royal, and then the tag champs and the heavyweight champ retain. Oh, shit, we need to check the market. All right. Oh, this is a hard choice. A couple real good ones here. Oh, gosh. What do you think, chat? Chad Brock or Men at Work? What card would get me an F grade? That's a good point. I haven't gotten an F yet. Men at Work or Chad Brock? I'm leaning towards Men at Work. I think we need more teams. But I'm fine with Chad Brock, too. If anyone has a pick, Men at Work says BDV. Um, yeah, I'm show forwarding. The fans are starting to turn on me. Damn it. And I have like over $200 left in my budget. I think we're gonna go Men at Work. All right. If Roadblock pops up, I'll sign him. I don't have him under contract to me yet. I think we need to do another House of Pain match to give him more continuity. I think we're gonna do one Continental Cup match this week, one next week. I think this week we're gonna do the Gambler and Ray in the opener. Gambler's got to win. Remember, the Continental Cup is for the United States title, which is vacant. Match number 2, we got to get Men at Work in there to establish them as the new hot team. Southern Posse. We're going to do a draw. Continental Cup match stuff is pretty reasonable. It's one of my favorite. It's of the new stuff you've added lately, it's my favorite thing. Yeah, we're going to do a draw here. Well, another thing, Andy, I've noticed is if I book a draw, I still have to pick a winner. So you might have fixed that in the last couple of days, but last time I tried it, I had to pick a winner. So, I'll just pick a random winner to get us through. Let's see. Joey Maggs, my boy, will wrestle Sting. Joey Maggs will win. We'll click on Men at Work to get us through. Semi-main events. Gonna have Mark Madden try to get his revenge on Mancow, coming off that loss. We do need to rebuild Mancow, though. He lost in the Continental Cup. Hey, Adam Washington. Hello. Over on YouTube. Glad to have you. All right. And the main event, tag titles. We got to put some worth on those tag belts. The 3-count Dream Eatable and the Young Dragons will defend their belts against... You know what? We're going to go to extreme. 6-on-1. Ricky Steamboat will wrestle. We can't defend the tag belts. Shit. Okay. I would imagine it is shockingly complex. Like, you're doing amazing work, my dude. Everybody applaud Andy. He's in the chat right now. He's not just hanging out and watching, but he's also taking notes and making fixes while we're going along. Actually, you know what? We shouldn't. We need to do a tag match to give our stable, the House of Pain, some more continuity. Russian Brute. Who else is in there? I know Ric Flair's in there. Russian Brute, Dog, and Mancow. Russian Brute and the Dog. Hell yeah. Yeah, we are Q. I am QA. We are QA. Hey, Whiskey Spachimin, aka Whiskey Spaceman. Russian Brute and the Dog against Dwayne Bruce and Bill Goldberg. And, of course, Russian Brute and the Dog will win. Pops is General Erection's dad, yes. Apparently he was in a match once. All right, and the way we're going to get to this tag team match is... And you can switch which match gets the angle. I'm just leaving it on main event to make it easier for myself. I'm going to do a contract signing. That's a good idea, see. So a World Cup of Names. World Cup of Names. That's a great idea. All right. Let's see how this turns out. 31. 30. I scored 31. It's a C. It's a passing grade. House of Pain has more chemistry now. They are building chemistry. We're in a featured segment. Southern Posse's hurt. We have injured the Southern Posse. Look at here. 3 stars for the Gambler and Ray. Get out of here in that stuff. Okay, so the CPU bookers are... It's getting better here. There was a point where, like, early on, the CPU bookers, after the first couple of weeks, the TV shows, they were, like, scoring in the 90s every week, but their pay-per-views were in the 60s. So, like, the exact opposite of what they would probably do in, like, life. But I think that's leveled out a bit lately. So Joey Mags beats Sting. Mankel gets some more momentum back against Mark Madden, and the Russian Brute and the Dog defeat Dwayne Bruce and Bill Goldberg in the main event. Let's go on week 7. All right, sponsors are pressuring us to put on a good show and keep it clean. We need a good main event. Just you wait. All right, and then we got to put Tommy Angel and Pops in the semifinals of the Continental Cup. That'll be the opener. Pops wins. What? I don't want to put... There we go. Sorry, I did not understand that. Yeah, if you're a star here, we don't need you. Sting is getting buried. So Pops is advancing to the finals. Next up, Conan, Chris Walker, and Van Hammer against... where's Men at Work? Men at Work. Men at Work win, and we're going to say that they injured the Southern Posse. They're getting the big push. Next up, Larry Santo will wrestle. Cajun. We got to get the Cajun Predator back in there. He's got momentum, and it's a TV title match. El Santo, one of the most established brands in all of sports entertainment. We got to give Cajun Predator some more rub. Let's see. Next up, the Dog against the Masked Maniac. We're doing a stip match. We're going to do a dog collar match, because why not? And the Dog will win. Oh, Whiskey Spachim, and I have a whole song. You missed it earlier. I sang all of Earth Angel. Then Pops grew up to be the auto insurance general. Main event time, we got... We'll do the 6-on-1 handicap match in the main event. Horace Hogan against 3-count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons. 6-on-1, they gotta win. It'd be stupid if I didn't do it. And we're gonna set up the main event with a center ring stare down. A 6-on-1 center ring stare down, leading to a 6-on-1 main event. All right, so again, we got Tommy Angel and Pops as the semifinals of the Continental Classic. Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Men at Work. And then Larry Santo and Cajun Predator for the TV title. The Dog against the Masked Maniac in a dog collar match. And 3-count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons against Horace Hogan in the main event. I'm very happy with the roster size. If anything, I end up not using like 3 or 4 guys every in like even like the middle roster. So let's go. Let's see how we're doing. 23. All right, the main event. I missed the goal on the main event quite a bit. We did keep it fresh though. Yeah, exactly, Andy. That's exactly what I think. Title match did not deliver. Screw you. That was a great main event and title match. Kept the room moving in which direction. Anyway, Pops is in the finals of the Continental Cup for the United States title. Reverie, it's Lyle Alzado is the Masked Maniac. Men at Work keep it up. Hey, great match. 3 stars. Cajun Predator keeps his momentum up against Larry Santo. The Dog defeats the Masked Maniac in his signature dog collar match. And 3-count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons win a 6-to-1 handicap match. All right, semifinals. The Gambler against Pops. And Horace... Oh, shit. Predator versus Predator in the semifinals. Horace Hogan, who once wrestled as the Predator, against the Cajun Predator. Oh, damn. All right. Pay-per-view time. Cataclysm. All right. By the way, that Tainta Rusket, I believe is how you pronounce it. Thank you for the follow. I just saw that. Thank you. Let's see. Does the Russian Brute have a feud we can blow off? Yeah, he can't defend the belt against 2 people, though. I don't think. So we can't do that. So you know what we're going to do? Russian Brute right here. The World Heavyweight Champion, Russian Brute, will defend against... They are both nude. Well, only Horus is a nude baldy. Cajun Predator likes his underwear. Let's... are they both in that group? They are both in the group. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. Russian Brute against Mancow. We just gave him some momentum back. For the world title in a TLC match. Let them show the boys how to work. I don't know when I'll be on Between the Sheets again. I know Chris and Bix are talking like they don't want to do a lot of guests with the new streamlined format. I know they just had Bo James on, but I think Bo's a little more available schedule-wise than most folks, so who knows. Anyway, semi-main events. Got... Let's do... We're going to do a tag title match in the semi-main event. 3 count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will wrestle. I'll wrestle Men at Work. The tag belts, it will be a casket match. Brian, I will, just for you. I have not listened yet, but that sounds like a Bo James story. That man is such a liar. That man is such a fucking liar. Anyway, 3 count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will win the casket match over Men at Work for the tag belts because it is very hard to put 6 men in a casket. Anyway, moving along. We're going to do the Southern Posse against Men at Work in a stipulation match to... where are the Southern Posse? Where did they go? Did I already book them? I didn't. Oh, the Southern Posse are right there. They gotta work. They gotta wrestle Men at Work. So Men at Work, I'm sorry, you're out. Chris Walker and Van Hammer are gonna be in the casket match for the tag belts. And Southern Posse against Men at Work will be we got to do a real hardcore match here. We're going to do hair versus hair. Sonny Trout's chest hair is on the line here. And they're going to make a comeback and win. And we're going to shave Mark Starr and Chris Kanyon bald. And then we're going to do 2 Continental Cup matches. Larry Jester, I think that nickname's even a lie. The Game-Worn Pops, I'm not handsome either, so I'm not like giving him crap for it. I'm just saying. And then Horace Hogan and the Cajun Predator, our first 2 matches of the night. In the first match, that's hard. Oh my goodness, that is hard. We got to go with Pops all the way to the finals. We have to. Got to continue the push. But he's going to wrestle the Cajun Predator. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. Okay, Cajun Predator will wrestle Pops in the finals of the Continental Classic, which will be the main event of next week's TV show for the WCW United States title. And then we got the Southern Posse against Men at Work in a hair versus hair match. Southern Posse getting revenge for being injured. 3 count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons will defeat Chris Walker and Van Hammer because, again, it is too hard to put 6 men in a casket. And the main event, Russian Brute and Mancow in a TLC World Title match. Hey, Stagwire, I am saving the company lots of money from having to book real talent. Shit. Oh, the Mancow was also in that stable. I might as well have just booked... Shit. I might as well have just booked Russian Brute against... Yeah. All right. 37... Oh, that's crowd rating. So the pay-per-view was 26. But we lost by 44.5 points. 2 rivalry matches. That's too many. Paid off. quiet defense. The belt stays home. Match did not deliver. We gotta figure that out. Anyway, we have if we add the stars up, 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1 star. 1.5 is 2.5 stars. Plus 2 is 4.5 stars. And 1.5 is, I believe, if we add this show up, the entirety of the show is a 6.5 star match. Let me do the math again. 2.5, 4.5, and 7. If we total up the show, it is the best match of all time. Anyway, we have the final set for the Continental Classic, or Continental Cup, for the United States title that is vacant. It will be the main event of this coming week's TV show. The Cajun Predator will wrestle Pops. Let's go to the next episode. Rowdy crowd. The crowd is rowdy because we locked them into the building. They are mad at us. Yes, there's absolutely an overrun. We're going to make, you know what we're going to do? Actually, no. I can't do it because it's a tournament match. I can't add steps. Got to do a video package to build up the finals of the tournament. Book. All right. We're going to move it down to the main event. Main event of the show for the United States Championship. The Cajun Predator against Pops. Because it's me, the Cajun Predator will be holding both the television and the United States title. We're finally... Pops has been built up for weeks, and he's gotta give the rub to somebody. Cajun Predator, he's been scratching and clawed, he's got momentum, and it's gonna pay off here. He's gonna beat Pops. It's gonna be like Goldberg at the end of that Nitro, who's holding up the 2 belts. Anyway, semi-main events. We're gonna do a world title match. Russian Brute against screw it. We're doing Dog and Russian Brute in a dog collar match for the world title. And because this is WCW, the Russian Brute will be winning the dog stipulation match. The Cajun Belt Collector, that is right. We are cooking po' boys on that thing. All right. I feel like we gotta give Horse Hogan a win here. He's gonna wrestle Ricky Steamboat and beat him. Any titles? Nope. No titles. All right. Match 2. Mark Madden. Yeah, technically, I really should have to be done by 5 past the hour. By the way, for those just joining us, at 9 o'clock on Twitch, we're gonna do a raid of my kayfabe cousin Scotland Green's Pro Wrestling Potluck, and we will all watch it together as a lovely group of like-minded folks. If you're on YouTube, I will just disappear around 9 o'clock. But yeah, maybe we'll do this again in the future. This has been fun. We're going to do Masked Maniac and Mark Madden. Mark Madden will win in the Battle of the Hotline Tiers. Join us. Yeah, YouTubers, come on to the Twitch stream feed. Absolutely. Ralphus hasn't been around in a couple of weeks. We got to give him a win over Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg in a handicap match. All right. So, video package to build up the finals of the Continental Cup Classic. I still have not earned a single power card. I think we got stars. The crowd's gonna be rowdy. We're good. I think we're good. All right, let's jump in. Run the show. Oh shit! It can't be a title match. Oh no. You should. Yes, Andy. That is a good idea. So we're just gonna have to find a way to get the belt on Cajun Predator the next week. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me have the United States title as the tournament final. So the show 24 points, 25 down here rounded. So anyway, Cajun Predator is the winner of the Continental Cup. What a tournament! Ralphus got 2 stars out of Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg. Mark Madden and the Masked Maniac 1 star. Horace Hogan 3.5 stars with Ricky Steamboat. 1.5 for Russian Brute and the Dog. In the main event, 0.5 stars for Cajun Predator. Defeating Pops. Also, hey, there's just a note here. Horace Hogan is now a bronze needle mover, so he will deliver an audience when he wrestles. All right. Cajun Predator wins it. That's right, Cajun Predator. Oh, we get to get a new star. Let's see. That's not, by the way, Big Sexy is not Kevin Nash. That is Luther Biggs, who wrestled as Big Sexy and then signed it over to Kevin Nash. And in exchange, he got a contract with WCW. Let's see here. Mark Starr and Mike Winter against Mark Starr and Chris Kanyon would be a fun feud. That's a very Cecil Nix coded feud. Let's do that. I'm going to do both versions of Minute Work against each other. All right, next up, week 10. I think we can get this all done by 9 o'clock. I think we need to do another stable match. They're clicking. But we got to get the belt on the Cajun Predator. We have to. So Cajun Predator in the opener against Ric Flair for the United States title. He's going to beat him because he is the best wrestler. It's in match 2, whatever. Match 1. Minute Work against Mark Starr and Mike Winter. Mark Starr and Mike Winter defeat Mark Starr and Chris Kanyon by countout when Mark Starr gets confused as to which team he is on. So Cecil, the opening match is Mark Starr and Mike Winter against Minute Work, which is Mark Starr and Chris Kanyon. So Mark Starr is on both teams in the opener. And the finish is going to be that Mark Starr will get confused as to which corner he's in and get counted out. So Ric Flair loses the Cajun Predator. Yes, that is the Cecil Nix finish, as we all call it in the industry. Cajun Predator beats Ric Flair for the vacant United States title. And then Gambler, we got to get him back in the fold against Mancow. I know Mancow's a celebrity. I think we got to give it to the Gambler. He needs a win. 3 count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons against Southern Posse. They earned a tag title match, but they're not going to win. Because 6-on-2. And then the main event, another tag team match. We're going to have the Dog and the Russian Brute showing stable stability. I think the game might have 7-foot goth, but I'm only using WCW wrestlers. Name is Seba. They're going to wrestle Mark Madden and Big Van Vader. A super heavyweight clash. Dog and Russian Brute are going to be the winners. And this will be set up with an in-ring promo. Let's run the show. Oh, 28. Oh, apparently I earned I think I earned a power card there. Wow. +4 crowd reaction. Hell yeah. All right. So Mark Starr and Mike Winter defeated Minute Work, 2.5 stars. Just as good as Cajun Predator winning the U.S. title over Ric Flair. Gambler beat Mancow in a star match. Our tag title match apparently was not any good. 3 count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons only got half a star over the Southern Posse. And in the main event, the Dog and the Russian Brute defeated Mark Madden and Big Van Vader. 2.5 stars. Hell of a match. Next up, Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful stable there. All right. I think our main event is going to be a battle royal with some guys in it. I think the winner should get the world title match next week. Sting, Ric Flair, Big Van Vader, Rey Mysterio, The Gambler, Mike Tolber, Mancow, and Joey Maggs, and Pops, and Larry Santo. And the winner will be, because we got to give him, we beat him once, so we got to give him another win. Pops. Pops is going to win the Battle Royal in the main event. Semi-main, Markstar and Mike Winter earned a tag title match last week. They're going to wrestle the 6-man tag team and lose due to logic. Next up, Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg will wrestle Tommy Angel. And since Tommy Angel is undead, Tommy Angel will win. Men at Work on the undercard will have a they will rekindle their feud with the Southern Posse. The winners will be the Southern Posse. Actually, no, the winners will be Men at Work because they have the feud with themselves. And then Prince Iaukea and Kenny Chaos will defeat Van Hammer and Conan Chris Walker in the opening match. Very tag team heavy show. The main event battle royal will be set up by a backstage attack where all 10 guys will attack each other backstage one by one. I'm pushing the Cajun Predator hard. He's a double champion right now. He's doing well. 23. Hey, it rounded up to 24. Crowd hated the show. We drove 0.84 on cable. We drew 7.3 thousand fans. I think we're not doing as great as we were. The computer does not like that we put stablemates against each other in the Battle Royal. That one, that's like, we can't help it. Everybody wants the world title match. So Pops is moving on next week to wrestle. Actually, the pay-per-view. I forgot the pay-per-view was coming up. Pops and Russian Brute headlining the pay-per-view. Actually, no, you know what? They're going to headline next week's TV show. I got a better idea for the pay-per-view. Skybreaker. Hell yeah. All right. Social Spark. Give the feed something worth arguing about. Oh, am I? Main event will be set up by a video package. I'm going to actually use a power card this time. I agree, Untouchable. Wrestling fans have no taste. So, main event will be a War Games match. On side A, we will have, where is he? Russian Brute, along with Ric Flair. This is a big show, yes. Russian Brute, Ric Flair, Mancow, and the Dog. That is the House of Pain, the top heel stable in this company, will wrestle Pops, Ralphus, Mark Madden, and Larry Santo, the heroes. And this one has a story. Look at that. Look at that. This one has a story. Hell yeah. And yes, we need to get American Balloon out of retirement, and we need to get Russian Brute also out of retirement. That will be the main event if I ever make enough money to. I wouldn't run a show, but I'd make somebody else run a show. Anyway, semi-main tag. We're gonna do a tag team scramble. 3 count Jamie Noble, the Young Dragons against Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg, against Markstar and Mike Winter, against Men at Work. So Markstar has a 50% chance of winning, except he doesn't because there are literally 6 men on one of the teams. We there are multiple people in the chat that could make a 5-star Booker run show happen. So if any of you are these people, whether you are saying things in the chat or you are lurking, consider this a challenge. I know a couple of you are lurking as well. I see you, Tony. Horace Hogan against the Cajun Predator. He could defend one of 2 titles, but he's going to defend the TV title. He hasn't defended that in 30 days. Cajun Predator will win in a death match. And then match 2, Southern Posse against Prince Iaukea and Kenny Chaos. Again, we are a tag team promotion in a submission match. I might. Okay, so I've put some work in. There might be a Tony thing on the channel soon. Just FYI. I need to probably do a follow up, but he has agreed, and I've also discussed things with AEW's PR department. So we just need to square on a time. Southern Posse against Kenny Chaos and Prince Iaukea in a submission match. Southern Posse wins because they do a really good chin lock. And then the opening match, we're going to do a 6-way scramble. Gambler versus Mike Tolbert versus Joey Maggs versus Rey Mysterio versus Tommy Angel versus the Masked Maniac. The winner will be the Gambler. Oh shit, I unbooked him. No, he will be the winner of the match. All right. And the video package set up War Games. So once again, 6-way scramble opener won by the Gambler. And then a submission tag team match. Southern Posse against Kenny Chaos and Prince Iaukea. Horace Hogan against the Cajun Predator in a death match for the TV title. A 4-way match. Let's make it a 4-way best 2 out of 3 falls match that our 4 best tag teams are in. And then the main event is War Games. That will end by DQ. All right. Shit. What can't I do? Did I not book a finish for one of the matches? I booked a finish for every match. War Games. Card. Why is it not letting me? Does it have to be clean? No title. I think it has to be clean. Nope, it's not letting for it. Oh, I did not book. Apparently, I did not book one of the matches. Maybe switching that back to a DQ. So opener, second match, third match, fourth match, main event. It's saying 4 out of 5 matches booked, but I have 5 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 matches booked. Does it want me to add one? We can do a bonus match. Did I pick the War Games winner? Oh shit, I didn't pick the War Games winner. War Games winner will be Pops. Oh, I unbooked Pops. Shit. Pops. Side B will win. All right. I need to remove the bonus match. I can't now, whatever. We'll have Chris Walker and Van Hammer wrestle Sting. Chris Walker and Van Hammer will win. There we go. All right. 26. All right. Factions brought. Oh shit! We got a good War Games match. War Games with history. The factions brought real heat into the cage. They brought guns. This is what War Games is for. Horace Hogan did his job. He drew. House of Pain. Their chemistry is fantastic. So yeah, we got to move on. World title match. Apparently we did not get a star rating for the main event. War Games did not, apparently was so bad we didn't get any stars. We got nothing. Best, what? What? 1, 2, 3. Chris Walker and Van Hammer versus Sting was a 5-star match. What? Chris Walker and Van Hammer versus Sting. 5 stars. Hell yeah. This crowd knows what's up. Yeah, Chris Walker and Van Hammer and Sting just tore shit down. Anyway, we got to move on. We got about 10, 15 minutes till we got to transfer over on Twitch. All right, we got to book our world title main event. Russian Brute against Pops. We've been building this up the last week or so. It will be an Iron Man match. And Russian Brute will win. And then Mark Starr and Mike Winter will wrestle the tag champs. But again, tag champs are on a hot streak. Yeah, the journalists were all like, we shouldn't talk about this War Games match. It would be irresponsible of us. So let's see. Cage and Predator against... Oh, we got to do Predator versus Predator again. Horace Hogan's got heat, baby. We got to take advantage of that. Have him give the rub to the Cajun Predator in a U.S. title match. First match, or second match, the Dog will wrestle. So you know what? We're going to have Mancow turn on his group. Mancow turns on the Dog. Mancow is no longer a member of the House of Pain. And we're also going to blow off the storyline tonight. Mancow and the Dog will get his revenge on Mancow. I think we can do a second step match now on TV. We're gonna do a dog. Nope, we cannot. All right. So yeah, we'll just leave it as a regular match. In the opener, Chris Walker and Van Hammer will rematch against Sting. Hell yeah, Cecil. I cannot wait to see your cursed tournaments. Chris Walker and Van Hammer got to win again. We got to take advantage of it. Got to have a contract signing for Pops against the Russian Brute. Let's see how this show does. 27. Hey, we did better. Oh, the betrayal pays off. The crowd just waited for this from the beginning of the show. Oh my gosh, they did it again! Chris Walker and Van Hammer versus Sting is once again a 5-star match. Oh no, Cajun Predator's injured. Cajun Predator's injured. We lost by 55.7 points. We did draw almost 8,000 fans, so we're moving back up. House of Pain was a legendary group. Chris Walker and Van Hammer versus Sting is this WCW's version of Okada and Tanahashi. So anyway, Predator versus Predator didn't do well. Sorry, gang. Oh, we can sign somebody new. All tag teams. I do too, Andy. I do too. We're gonna sign Chris Sullivan and Ricky Nelson. Let's sign them to a deal. All right. Another episode of Creamy Pants Fun, my weekly television show. Center ring stare down for the main event of the new team of Chris Sullivan and Ricky Nelson against 3 Count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons for the tag team titles. So that will be our main event. We do not have the Cajun Predator this week. He is hurt. But we do have the Russian Brute. And he will defeat Rey Mysterio Jr. A world title match. Once again, we will do Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting in the opener. And then Horace Hogan will wrestle Joey Maggs. I love Joey, but we got to give Horace a win. He's hot. And Mark Madden will wrestle Pops. Actually, we're going to do a three-way. Mark Madden, Pops, and Ralphus. See if we can do a draw. So we're gonna say Pops wins, but we all know he does not. All right, 26. Everyone's cleared. Hell yeah. All right, and I forgot to click a power card. So, all right, Rowdy Crowd. We matched it once again. Another 5-star match. 3 in a row. Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting. Horace and Joey Maggs, nor the 3-way delivered. But look at that Russian Brute, Rey Mysterio, 3.5 stars. And yeah, we have 1.5 stars between like half the card. All right, week 15 of 16, 2 more shows to book, gang, and then we'll go over to the potluck. All right, week 15 of 16. Ric Flair has not defended that title the entire season, by the way. Has not. Who needs him to? So we are once again Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting. Chris Walker and Van Hammer will win. Yeah, this crowd loves this feud. It is the hottest thing in wrestling. Let's see if we add a stip to it, what it does. It will be a 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Let's just go 2-on-1 submission match. I'm glad this is being educational for you, Andy. I'm glad I'm breaking your game so that you have things to fix. Yeah, 5 stars is awesome for when you have a slow moment at work. Just want to bust out a quick card. So we got Horace will wrestle Ralphus. Horace will win. Match 3 will be Mancow against Cajun Predator for the television title. Cajun Predator will win. Semi-main event, Mark Madden will wrestle Ric Flair. Mark Madden will win. You know what? Mark Madden's got to win the openweight title. They are finally having their feud based off of Mark Madden ghostwriting Ric Flair's book. I've tried to get a couple of those hacks to work on my computer, Sriracha. I'm not good at getting the textures to go over. And then the main event will be a 6-way tag team match as Dwayne Bruce and Goldberg will wrestle Mark Starr and Mike Winner, Chris Sullivan and Ricky Nelson, Prince Ikea and Kenny Chaos, the Southern Posse, and 3-count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons for the tag team titles. And even though the odds should be a little more even since it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on 6. Oh shit. We still got to keep the tag belts on the 6-man team because that's only the fair thing to do. And how will we set up that match? With another center ring stare down with like 16 people. All right. Let's go. 27. I am stuck. Though we do have a new openweight champion. Shout out to Mark Madden. Still 5 stars. Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting. Still a 5-star match. Incredible. I think I have broken space and time. Let's see. The rest of the show. 0.5, 1. That is 4 stars. The rest of the show combined equals the opening submission match. Nonetheless, we have a new openweight champion. It is Mark Madden. Tag champs are still 5 or 6 people, and Cajun Predator retains both of his belts. We are on to the pay-per-view. Spin to win. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, we don't consider bugs. We consider them hidden achievements. onslaught. The final match or final show for us to book. The main event, what we've been building to for 16 weeks. The Russian Brute will defend his title against the Cajun Predator, going for title number 3. And it will be Loser Leaves Town. Highest stakes in wrestling. World title, Cajun Predator going after his 3rd belt, and it's Loser Leaves Town. Cajun Predator's got to win. Blows it off. For the tag team titles. Actually, no, just leave it regular. I was going to suggest that, Andy. I didn't know how much people would like that, but I would love it. If you do a Loser Leaves Town, you can no longer book the losers. KJ, I've been here since 7:30, but the whole thing will be up for VOD after I'm done. We'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes. Oh shit, Loser Leaves IPW match, Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. Check them out. Zach here is the host, Grand Poobah, and General Sweetheart of Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. Go check them out on YouTube or live. Hey, Scotland Green, Mr. Green, my kayfabe cousin is in the house. He will be hosting the Pro Wrestling Potluck here in just a moment. Just a moment. We are blowing off all of our big moments. 3-count Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons. Southern Posse 6-on-2 tag team title match. So Scotland will be taking over the helm here in a moment. We will be doing another Loser Leaves Town match. And you know what? New tag champs. 16-week reign ends. Southern Posse wins the tag belts and kicks that team out of town. Let's see here. The Diggity Dog against Horace. No, yeah, Horace. No title, but it will be a Loser Leaves Town match. Absolutely. We're going to go a couple minutes past the top of the hour, and then we'll all be over there for you, my friend. Horace Hogan will be kicking the dog out of WCW. Match number 2 will be a 6-way with Mark Madden defending his new belt against Mancow, Mike Tolbert, Larry Santo, Ralphus, and the Gambler in a... Where is it? Loser Leaves Town 6-way open weight title match. That will be won by Ralph. Nope, not by Ralphus. I changed my mind right when I clicked that. It'll be run by the Gambler. Gambler will be winning the title, and we will be losing 5 members of the roster. And then in the main event, or in the opening match, which might as well be the main event, Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting in a Loser Leaves Town match. And the winner will be Chris Walker and Van Hammer. Will be kicking Sting out of WCW. Oh, I got a hot chart card, so I can hot shot the main event angle. And the main event, then we'll do a contract signing to hype it up. So here is the final card in WCW history. Chris Walker and Van Hammer against Sting in a Loser Leaves Town match. Losers put on a bust of Bangor, Maine. We won't book him until he figures out how to get back. Fantastic. Next up is a 6-way Loser Leaves Town match for the open weight title. The Gambler versus Ralphus versus Larry Santo versus Mike Tolbert versus Mancow versus Mark Madden. Then we have a regular Loser Leaves Town match between Horace and the Dog. Then a tag team Loser Leaves Town match. 3-count and Jamie Noble and the Young Dragons against the Southern Posse. And then the main event, the match that we've been building to for the last 16 weeks. The Russian Brute against the Cajun Predator. And a World Heavyweight title. Loser Leaves Town. Cajun Predator going for the 3rd in his Triple Crown Let's see how this goes. Hey, back up to 33 or 35. It rounded up. Running up 2 whole points. So let's see here. No star power. Screw that. K-Dave effect. When you abbreviated Cajun Predator's name, I got real scared for a second. Because normally CP on the internet means something completely different. Let's see. New champions all around. The Gambler beat Mark Madden. Southern Posse has lived out the boyhood dream. Become the new tag champs over 6 people. And the Cajun Predator is the Triple Crown champion of WCW. So another 5-star classic from Chris Walker and Van Hammer. And then the rest of the show does not even add up to 5 stars. It doesn't even add up to 3 stars. So let's see our season, how we did. We got 6 wrestlers over. Let's see, average 31. We got a C. Top of the card. According to this, the top of the card was Horace Hogan, the Cajun Predator, the Russian Brute, and the Gambler. Yes, Brian, that's what they meant by needle mover. Best show was 39 for Grand Spectacle. The top, I call bullshit. The Dog and Mancow was not the top rivalry. It was Van Hammer and Conan Chris Walker against Sting. So anyway, so we got Sting lost 11 matches and is cold as hell, whereas Chris Walker and Van Hammer are hot. Mancow is ready. Horace Hogan is over, as is the Russian Brute. Pops is over. 3-count Jamie Noble, the Young Dragons are over, and the Cajun Predator 12-0, undefeated. 12-0. Look at this. We did real well. I didn't even notice that 6th week. 1.14 rating. We peaked there. Yeah, look at this. All these C's and D's. Could not get an F. I'm ashamed. I would absolutely book another section. We do not have time to run it back, though. But ladies and gentlemen, and friends who do not subscribe to the gender binary, that is 5-star Booker. What a game. What a game. All right, let's see here. We're going to check. Ready to go live, or ready to raid, rather, Scotland. Potluck stream is live, so we are going to do the raid right now. So if you're on Twitch, just stick with the channel, and then about 30 seconds or so, we'll all be over on Scotland stream. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out for this bonus stream tonight. I will be back Sunday at 8 for Off the Grid. We will be watching Championship Wrestling USA from Portland, or from Vancouver, Washington, rather, featuring a number of murderers. So that'll be fun. And a new Why They Rule tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a controversial one. And maybe, if you go over to the potluck, I'll type in the chat and let you all know who it's going to be. So that's a teaser for the potluck. On top of Scotland being an awesome host and the potluck being a great stream. So let's go over there. Hope you all have a great night. I'll see some of you soon. And everyone else, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.